Welcome to YouTube, where you can find information on just about any topic you could ever dream up. Anything in the world, including voiceover and voice acting. Extreme marble racing. But right now, in June 2024, there are over 65 million active channels here on YouTube. That's a lot to sift through, right? Well, welcome to the 21st century, the age of information, misinformation, and disinformation. Even with topics as niche as voiceover, there's a ton of information out there on YouTube about voice acting. And like every other topic in the world, there's a ton of crap out there on YouTube about voiceover and voice acting. So today I'm gonna, warning, pretentious white person word ahead, curate for you the best 9 YouTube channels for voice actors, especially if you're new or newer in your voice acting career. I'm going to break them down by category. We're going to start with performance and then move into business. And I'll even have a bonus category and a bonus channel for you, one I really highly recommend, at the end of the video. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with the performance category, and we're going to start with Skills Hub for Voice Actors. Skills Hub for Voice Actors was created by the great Jennifer Hale, who, if you don't know, is a true legend in this business. Her credits are unequaled. She, Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect series, Samus Aran in Metroid Prime, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, and when I say on and on and on, I'm not kidding. She literally holds the Guinness Book of World Records record for most prolific voice actor, and she set that record over a decade ago. You think she knows her stuff? So Jennifer has put together Skills Hub for Voice Actors. Think of it as your Batman utility belt for voiceover. It's designed for both newbies and for pros who want to level up their skills, who want to network with other industry insiders, and who want to find new gigs. Now, the YouTube channel is a treasure trove of tips and strategies from Jennifer Hale herself. Now, if you're not subscribed, do it yesterday. I'll put the link, and in fact, all the links for all the channels we're going to talk about here today in the description and show notes. Why subscribe to Skills Hub for Voice Actors? Rock solid advice from a true living legend, period. Next up, Atlanta Voiceover Studio. Atlanta Voiceover Studio is a real physical brick and mortar studio in Atlanta run by Heidi Rue and her husband, Mike Stout. And the channel is kind of an extension of the work that they do in the studio. It's another YouTube go-to for voice acting. Doesn't matter whether you're newer or whether you've been in the business for a while, Atlanta Voiceover Studio has got you covered. Their tutorials are really good. They have interviews with top voice actors, casting directors, producers, industry insiders on just what it takes to make it in voice acting. If you missed their webinars, you can catch them live on the YouTube channel. Everything from business stuff, some of the stuff that we cover, as well as performance stuff, advanced acting tips, and so on. What makes Atlanta Voiceover Studio a must subscribe? High quality content that keeps you coming back. They know their stuff. They keep the channel fresh, they're active, they post regularly, so you always have fresh, relevant content to keep your skills sharp and to keep you up to date. Moving on, Terry Daniel, the old salty dog of voiceover. Terry's a decades-long experienced voice actor and voiceover coach, and like somebody we may know, has a kind of cut through the crap approach. Terry's channel has a wide range of practical advice, right? Stuff that you can use. So it's not only insightful, but it's easy to apply. Especially if you're newer, Terry's channel covers all the essential aspects of the voiceover industry. It's like having a mentor right at your fingertips, ready to guide you through your voiceover journey. Now, my favorite part of Terry's channel is the Voiceover Sermons podcast. Terry's a lot like me. He takes no prisoners. He sugarcoats absolutely nothing. He preaches like he coaches, straight from the hip. And that's the way. I like it. The other great thing about Terry's channel is, a lot of YouTubers are very busy, so is Terry, but Terry's one that takes the time to get back to you if you leave a comment. He's responsive, he keeps the environment safe and supportive, and so why subscribe? If you like my style, you're going to like his, and he's got a wealth of experience in voiceover. I highly recommend it. Moving on, Voiceover Gurus. Voiceover Gurus is created and run by the lovely and talented Linda Bruno know who's been in the business since splicing tape and ISDN lines. Linda's been killing it for decades on the national level, and she now hosts Voiceover Gurus on YouTube solo, but a lot of the content that you'll see she has co-hosted with a very funny and kind guy named JJ Wilson. So VO Gurus is kind of a fun, friendly hangout to learn about the voiceover business. Linda's super laid back, and that makes things kind of fun and enjoyable. Linda and JJ have a great rapport. They're very funny together, so it's a fun and entertaining channel to watch, and they share experiences from their own careers, and they bring in guests as well. In fact, I've been a guest on Voiceover Gurus. Thank you very much, Linda. Why subscribe to Voiceover Gurus? If you like your VO education with a little side of funny and fun, the VO Gurus channel is right up your alley. And finally, in the performance category, Ann Ganguza's channel. Ann is one of the most sought after and respected coaches in the business, especially when it comes to things like corporate narration, e-learning. Ann's channel is like having a really nice teacher who really knows her stuff about voice acting. Now, if you know Ann, if you've ever met her in person, you know this. She's got a motor like nobody I've ever seen. She's always upbeat. She's always cheerful. She's got a ton of energy, and that translates through in her YouTube channel as well. Oftentimes, she brings in special guests as well to share their experience, their tips, their strategies. Why subscribe? If you just flat out want to learn about voiceover from someone who's nice, from someone who's passionate about the business, and is highly respected as a teacher of the craft, Ann Ganguza's channel is for you. All right, switching categories now. On to business and marketing. And I would be remiss and maybe a little dumb if I didn't, with obvious bias, recommend this channel here, VO Pro. Here we focus on the business side of the business, things like marketing, voice actor websites, LinkedIn, direct email marketing, building relationships, mindset, personal development, and occasionally some other stuff too. I built this channel to answer the question, how can we help as many voice actors as possible on the business side of the business, and how can we fight the purveyors of bullshit, especially here on YouTube? Again, there's a lot of crap out there by people who don't care about anything really other than separating you from your money. Now, wait a minute, Paul, don't you have a business selling to other voice actors? Absolutely I do. Am I different from those people? You bet your ass I am. I run my business ethically and with integrity because I gotta get to sleep at night. And I've built VO Pro, the business, with the intent of making the most helpful, effective content in the business. Am I there yet? That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. But I'll tell you this, if I see something that I think will help you, whether it puts money in my pocket or not, I'm going to tell you about it. And to that point, let's talk about the next two channels I'll recommend here on YouTube. The first is the fantastically smart and talented Tom Deere. Tom Deere is one of the smartest, kindest people in voiceover. He goes by the brand The VO Strategist, and Tom's strength is sitting down with voice actors and helping them take sort of a holistic, strategic approach to their careers. One of the cool things about the VO Strategist channel, Tom's channel on YouTube, is it focuses on, much like this channel does, helping you market your voiceover business better. He's got a ton of insights on building a strong brand, finding new clients, making sure your demo reels stand out. It's all about giving you the tools and the processes necessary to have a successful and sustainable voiceover career. Tom's advice is always straightforward, it's always easy to follow, and really, no matter what stage of your career you're in, Tom Deere is a treasure. Next up, Mark Scott. Mark has been teaching voice actors how to market their businesses longer than any of us, I think. He's a fantastic resource for voice actors looking to up their marketing game and level up their career. His YouTube channel is called vopro, and it's full of the brim with practical stuff, tools, tips, tricks, information on crafting effective emails, tricks for finding leads, and information on platforms like LinkedIn. And the YouTube channel also features his famous Everyday VOpreneur podcast, where he sits down with industry experts. And there's also a backlog on the channel, kind of an archive of his Free Advice Friday series. Now, I will warn you, Mark is, how do I say this? Canadian. So if you're an American voice actor, you may have to bribe him a little bit with some good old-fashioned American barbecue to get him to warm up to you a little bit. Why subscribe? Mark Scott knows his stuff, and he's solid. Do we disagree on a few things? Yeah, we do, but that's okay. We just have different perspectives, that's all. And finally, let's wrap up with a bonus category and a bonus YouTube channel. And that is, especially if you're newer in your career, but not necessarily, VO Booth Besties. VO Booth Besties is run by the powerhouse trio of Jen Greenfield, Alicia Bake, and Jen Tafoni. Two Jens and an Alicia, not to be confused with two weddings and a funeral. Now, if you're new to the business and you want a fun, lively, entertaining, and informative channel about not just the craft of voiceover, but about the business side as well, VO Booth Besties is the place to be. Now, it's generally geared towards newer and intermediate sort of voice talent, and one of my favorite features of this channel, and this is fairly new, and I think it's a great industry resource, it's called their VO Demo Producer Series. It's a collection of interviews with, yes, the well-known demo producers in our business, but also the lesser-known demo producers in our business who are killing it, who do really good work. It also includes casting directors, so you can get that perspective as it relates to voiceover demos. If you're working toward your first demo or your fifth demo, I highly recommend that series. Now, one of the best things about VO Booth Besties for me is, just like this channel, it's available both here on YouTube and as a podcast. So you can listen eyes free when you're in the car, when you're in the gym, when you're at the grocery store, no matter where it is. And they also have a great Facebook group, which I highly recommend. Why subscribe? Very simple. Great people, great advice, great community. Come to think of it, kind of sounds like the VO community at large overall, doesn't it? So if you're certainly if you're a brand new voice actor, if you've been in the business for only a year or two or three, I feel like this is a really good starter kit of YouTube channels to get you pointed in the right direction. Now, as always, make sure that whatever you consume from whatever source, including this one, you do so with a healthy amount of skepticism. Not everything is going to resonate with you, nor should it. But the channels I've recommended here have your best interest at heart, I promise you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, for subscribing, and we'll see you again here next week.